Ooh. Oh, man. Dude, I am chilly. It is so cold in here. But also, I'm quite sleepy. I'm quite sleepy. So this is gonna be weird. Ah, yeah. I'm so sleepy, I didn't even set up the projector. So I know you got used to the projector being in the back. I gotta muscle through, man. I can't do it. What's up? What's up, Beyond? What's up, Larry? What's up, Luxfer? What's up, Say Spawn? What's up, Chandler? Anyways, did I already say what's up, Axis? What's up, Tech? What's up? We've all been in here already. I think that's everyone. What's up, King? The type of win we need, clan. Yeah. It was a lot of good things I saw. I'm gonna be a little snarky. What's up, Hardcore? What's up, Cliff? I'm gonna be a little snarky. I gotta be a little snarky today. Just a little bit. I gotta be a little snarky. What's up, Freedom? Yeah, we gotta be a little snarky today. We gotta be a little snarky. A little I told you so. I'm gonna move it over here just because we don't have the projector up. Here we go. I'm gonna be a little snarky. Clan is never happy. What do you mean? I am happy. I'm gonna be snarky as in I told you so. That's my snarkiness. Carter Bryant earned his playing time. Okay. All right. So I want to go ahead and let you guys know right off the bat, I am very sleepy. I was not expecting the game to be this late. A little weird, a little strange, but hey, it is what it is with all the delays. So had to watch a pretty late game. So I am sleepy. I don't want to be on here long, but I do want to talk about this game because I have some thoughts. Mostly great. Actually, kind of all of it's great. Yeah, kind of all of it's great, but I am going to be a little snarky in a good way. But before we talk about that really quick, let's dive in really fast. Big shout out to Sleeper. If you guys are interested in daily fantasy sports, go check it out. Link in the description. Just use promo code CLAN. You get a 100% match up to $100. So you just go over to the pick section, make your picks for the day. It's super simple. Or if you just want to use it more so as a stat watcher, you just go over to the home page and you can see updates. As for wait, was that real? Okay, with the whole Warriors thing possibly getting Giannis, I didn't think that was real. Okay. But anyways, if you guys are interested, go check it out. Link in the description. Check out Sleeper. All right, so let me go ahead. Let me go ahead and talk about this game. So first and foremost, I hate that it came down to this, guys. And it was some adjustments last game, so I will give Mitch Johnson that. And shout out to him because he just became an all-star. So that's really cool. With the Nuggets losing, he became the all-star. Because it's some rule where, like, the number one seed coach can't be an all-star coach 2 years in a row. Something like that. From crack of dawn to the butt musk of dusk. Spurs basketball weekend. Salute to all-star coach Mitch Mother Effin Johnson. Happy Black History Month. Happy Black History Month, y'all. And thanks for the super chat. So I will say this. He made some pretty good adjustments even last game. Because last game I talked about how one of the bigger issues that I've had, actually one of the main issues I've had this entire season, is utilizing Castle in the way that we utilize Castle. Now, I saw somebody say, like, trade Castle. I'm pretty sure you were joking. But just in case you're serious, this is no Castle hate. I really need to emphasize that every time I talk about Steph Castle and I say he's not a point guard, or he shouldn't be, maybe even sometimes in the starting lineup, or he shouldn't, have the ball in his hands as often as he does, it has nothing to do with Steph Castle being a bad player. It has nothing to do with me thinking he should be off this team. He is very vital to what the Spurs got going on. Like, he's very important. Like, even tonight, like, you definitely needed a little bit more perimeter defense, and you weren't getting that. So he's really important. I just think the way that we use him, and I felt like this since the beginning, honestly. It made sense at the beginning of this, well, the very beginning of the season. But once Fox came back, I did not understand for the life of me why we continue to use Castle the same way every single time. And I think that this game and games going forward, I mean, it should really shift, man. The roles should really shift here. I'm sorry. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, the San Antonio Spurs, this game basically ran the offense, because they had to, ran the offense through Fox. Mostly when Fox was on the court, especially in the second half, they more so ran it through Wemby, which that's okay. And Dylan Harper. And Dylan Harper had a game. I don't know what the stats are. I'll look it up in a minute and we'll take a look. But he was phenomenal tonight. Like, absolutely phenomenal. Both ends of the court, I would say. Sometimes he got caught ball watching, but he is so impactful on the offensive end. It's ridiculous. And the one thing that Steph Castle doesn't have that Dylan Harper does have is Dylan Harper has the ability to make quick time decisions and get to those first, second, third reads. And, Castle, it just takes a while. Sometimes he's missing wide open people in the corner. Sometimes he's holding on to the ball longer than he should have. It's just not great when he has to run the offense all the time. It doesn't make any sense. But Dylan Harper is a whole nother breed, and we're going to have some lumps. We're going to have some bumps and bruises, right? I expect him to make some huge mistakes. He made some mistakes this game, so I expect him to make some huge mistakes. But if we can just start running through him, my God, man, if we can just get him ready by the time we get to the playoffs, it will really help. And we got plenty of games left, so please, for the love of God, start doing it, because you guys saw how good it was. Why is Harper not starting? He will be a great starter. I don't know. And the Spurs are really strange because, we're kind of in that weird place right now where, are you going to choose development or are you going to choose just winning, right? Because at this point with Steph Castle, making him run the offense as often as we have him run the offense, maybe 3-4 years down the line, he'll be really great at it. But right now, the Spurs can take it all, in my opinion. Like, I think that we're a legitimate contender if all things come together. And the way that Mitch Johnson focuses in on giving Steph Castle the ball and letting him run it, it seems like we're trying to develop him, which, we should be developing players. But good God, man. I mean, look at OKC. I mean, Chet Holmgren, they don't just give him the ball and let him go to work necessarily, right? Like, he plays his role and is really efficient. And I'm going to emphasize this a little bit more. We'll probably do a separate segment for it, but I want to show you something that kind of just emphasizes what I'm saying when it comes to that. But this is not a Castle hate video or nothing like that. Castle is absolutely phenomenal. He's great. We need him. I love him. I wanted him in that draft. It's just the way that we use him has been kind of weird. So this game really showed the importance of allowing those guys to run the offense, because the ball just has so much energy. Slowed down a little bit in the second quarter. Don't really know what happened there. Kind of same issue we had last game as well. But overall, the ball was moving. We kept the defense honest. Everyone got touches. It was beautiful. So this actually isn't like, I don't have anything negative to say about Mitch Johnson this game. I thought he was great. And let's see. Let me bring up the stats. Let's see. Is there any negatives that I have really? Because there's nothing but positives I have. So let me think. The only thing I'll say is Devin Vassell, 7 for 13. That's great. 2 for 5. That's good. Plus 17. That's awesome. I will say this. I do wish that even though it's 7 for 13, that's not a bad percentage by any stretch of the imagination. I do wish Devin would choose his shots a little bit better. You know, maybe that's it. Maybe that's the only thing. Just play inside out, which I think he did more of that this game than he has previously. Is that it? I think that's it. I think that's the only negative I have today. Huh. I'm actually really shocked that Carter Bryant had negative 18. Oh, was that because of the ending? That was probably the garbage time. Yeah, that was probably garbage time. That really hurt him. He was probably still in the negatives though, but yeah, that was probably just garbage time. All right, so shoot, guys, I don't even know what to look. Dylan Harper was phenomenal. He was 6 for 12. Guys, it felt some players can have low numbers like this where it's like 6 for 12. Oh, he had a pretty good game. 1 for 5 from 3. Oh, he won. And when you're actually watching the game, you see how impactful he is. You see how he's moving the defense. You see the decision making on display. You see how he's making everybody better, and so many eyes are on him. He had the Magic so spooked that Carter Bryant got a wide open, in a crucial moment, by the way, had a wide open dunk because they were ball watching. They were so worried about Dylan Harper. He had all the eyes on him. So he was just impactful all game long. And this was by far, I don't care about his other stats, this was by far his best game of the season. Like, he was great, bro. He just took over. He was comfortable. It looked like it was his team. So I really hope that we can start being real here and being like, hey, this is kind of the most talented point guard that we have on this team. Now, De'Aaron Fox is so fast and so talented that, you know, I do want the ball ran through him when he's on the court, right? But at the same time, Dylan Harper, the way that he runs the offense is just significantly better, in my opinion, than everyone else on this team. And like I said, he's going to have games where he mess up. He's going to screw up. He's going to look bad at times. But, dude, just take it, you know, because I think by the time we get to playoffs, he's going to be so good. Carter Bryant, 16 minutes. He could have gotten more. He looked really good. The 1-3 that he took, he shot it with confidence. He was just awesome. He was great. And let me say this too. I think the most important, look at his stats. We'll finish doing that. But I think the most important thing about this game is Orlando Magic was extraordinarily physical. Like, teams have started to do that. When all things fail, they just get more physical with the Spurs. Like, that's it. They start whooping on Wemby. They start grabbing them. They start throwing them to the ground. Because last season that actually did work, right? It's also like a Dillon Brooks clip that we'll probably do a segment on too. But it kind of worked, right? Like, you get under his skin, you get physical with them, you throw him to the ground, you get some more like bulky, smaller guys on him because, you know, his center of gravity last year wasn't the best, right? So yeah, you can just kind of get underneath them and bully him a little bit. And it seems like teams are really trying to emphasize that because there's no other way of stopping Victor Wembanyama. You just got to get physical with them. So it's like, can we just beat you in the mental game? So they got physical. Like, they were throwing us to the ground. I mean, they did it to Carter. They did it to Wemby. I mean, they were just throwing us everywhere, bro. And, you know, the bigger question has always been this season, or at least since the Spurs have started winning significant games, is will you be able to respond to that level of physicality? Will you be able to bring some nasty? Will you be able to say, hey, this is my house, this is my turf, this is my court, and you're not going to be able to just bully us? And I have to say, with my whole chest, San Antonio Spurs did that today. They were not shunned away. They did not crumble. They did not cry. They did not run away. They came back very strong. Victor did it. Everyone on the team did it, basically. So that was really nice to see that we had that level of energy, and we fought back. For a minute, I was a little worried, but nah, the Spurs they did not want to look like the punks today. Carter Bryant was yapping. Dylan Harper was yapping. I mean, Dylan Harper was going at Baines. He hit a 3 on him, and he just started talking trash, and he just kept talking. He was like, trying to get his attention because Bane was acting like he was talking to someone else. Now he was trying to get his attention, like I'm talking to you. It was really nice to see. Also saw Bane continuously look at the bench and be pretty upset at the bench. I'm just gonna assume that was Sohan trolling. But it was really nice, man. It was really nice. So offense was just so good. And I said this before, but I'll say it again. The San Antonio Spurs, when Fox is on the court by himself as point guard, they are in the 96th percentile in the league. That's one of the best team. I mean, offensively, that is. That's one of the best offensive teams in the NBA when Fox is solo on the court. When when Dylan Harper is on the court solo, they're 98th percentile. So they're even better as a offense when he's on the court. And what makes that even more impressive is Dylan Harper isn't always out there with Wemby, right? Like he's out there with the bench guys. And you're one of the best in the NBA. Now, when Castle is out there solo and he's running the offense, we're like 47th. I think it's 47th. And then when he's out there with Fox, once again, we're in the 40s because you're running through him. So please wake up. Please recognize that Dylan Harper, Popovich used to get accused of all the time about holding players back. Like they would say it all the time. Like, oh, Pop is holding you back. Pop is holding players back. And I always thought it was BS. I never really thought that. I thought Popovich gives people a reasonable chance to play. But also, when you have the big three the way that we had, like, it's a little tough, right? It's a little tough to find minutes for certain guys. But I'm going to say this, with Dylan Harper, you're holding him back. You are absolutely holding him back if you think that he should just be a slasher. Like, oh, that's what your role is on this team. We just need you to get to the paint. That is, you're holding him back. And I think this game kind of showed it, that he's so much more than that when you can just have him run the offense. Because every play he was out there, just about, unless Fox was out there, they went to Dylan Harper. They went right back to Dylan Harper, let him set it up, because he always has the defense on their heels because he's so quick. His first step is so quick. He has burst. He has incredible handles. He can shake you. Like, you have to be on your A game when he has the ball. He's not. And another thing is that I love about him, he's not predictable, right? You don't know what's going to happen. He's not predictable. He's almost always making the right pass. Like he had 5 assists. Once again, impactful game. It felt like he had 12 assists. But yeah, Harper is our only high IQ guard and gets the best passing ability on the team. And has the best. Yeah, he does. He's the most. Yeah, he's the best. So start playing him like it. Stop fooling around with this. Like, I don't know if we're worried about hurting feelings or what, but he should be. Honestly, I would not be mad if he was in the starting lineup. But I said that before the season started, and I just think the more you give him his reps, the more you give him his minutes, the more you allow him to run the offense, the better we're going to be. The better we're going to be, because he is so far along. He's a second overall pick. Without Cooper, he's an easy first round or first overall pick. And this is what top 3 picks are capable of. Really great ones. This is what they're capable of. Yeah. Don't worry about a welcome to the NBA moment. He's going to give other people that. But yeah, so just overall, this was really great to see. I'm proud of my Spurs. It looks like they're fighting back good. Now, our 3-point shooting still isn't the best, right? And, I don't know which way we're going to lean on this. I mean, if you make a trade, you probably need to get you another shooter. I don't know what they're going to do. But overall, if you're battling out like this, you're holding teams to 100 points and, 99 against the Rockets? Yeah, you held the Rockets to 99. I mean, you lost against the Hornets. You held them to You held them to 111, 104 for the Pelicans, 109. Like we have a really good defense. So Spurs gonna be all right. I'm proud of them. They were great. They were awesome. They came into the third ready, played some good defense in that one, battled it out, and at the end of the day, you know, another thing I really love too to see. This is more like kind of the mental game of everything. So the Magic really thought that they would be able to punk the Spurs. They really tried to get more and more physical with us. And by the end of the game, their soul left their bodies. That they did not have the same amount of energy that they had prior, thinking that they were going to be able to just bully us. They couldn't hold it up. The Spurs were able to bring the punch so much till they were just depleted, man. Especially Wendell Carter Jr. He was just absolutely depleted. He didn't know what to do. It was just too much. But they get physical, man. But as long as Wemby is being him, and as long as the Spurs are bringing the punch back, I like it. And I like I said, I love Carter Bryant yapping. I love Dylan Harper yapping. You know, I'll be honest. I also love if you have a specialist in that department. Like, I love specialists in that department as far as defense and being the person who's constantly going to be throwing the punch. But hey, you know, maybe I have to give up on that. We'll see what happens in the next few days. But yeah, stop pointing fingers, Clan. What? 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 I swear, some of y'all in the chat, man, you just complain, I don't even know what you ignore that. I don't even know what we're talking about. Whatever. Anyways, we were really great. I was happy. Oh, Harrison Barnes, I need to give him some credit. He was great today too. He made some, even though his stats don't really show it, he made some really good passes in there, played some pretty decent defense as well. So he did his thing. Harrison Barnes did his thing. But I always said he should be in the rotation. He should be a consistent person in the rotation, obviously. I just don't think that you should play him as much as you've been playing him. But it was nice to see Carter Bryant get his minutes in. That was really good. But yeah, that's all I really had to say about this game. Nothing negative to say. Spurs showed some toughness. They played hard. That's all you asked for. They did good. Let me see. I don't know if you spoke about the Bane. We need a dog to protect Wemby when players try to bully and push Wemby around. At this point, y'all, I don't know what to say. You know, I don't know what to say. I agree with you. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I mean, we're getting ready to trade that guy away, so I don't know. I don't know. One thing I'll say about the whole Sohan trade, though, if it were to happen, I'm going to say this. If the Spurs trade him, trusting our front office, they're going to get the best possible thing they can get out of it. If he's not traded, then I am bought in that the Spurs are going to try to figure this out. Now, we used to have Popovich. I mean, we still have Popovich, but we used to have Popovich talk to players when, you know, they might be on their way out and kind of convince it and figure things out, and we're good to go. He did it like 5 times with players we've had. So I don't know what that'll look like now, but if he does get traded, we're going to get a good end. I don't see the Spurs trading him away and we're getting like pocket change. I'll be very confused by that because there's a lot of teams. I think it's like 5-6 teams right now that really want him. So, yeah, we'll see. We're not trading Jeremy. We'll see. It's they allowed him to, you know, say some teams that he might be interested in. And the teams that he named, it made sense. You know, he would fit just fine with them. But if the Spurs can't get anything out of it, then they're not going to do it. And I would assume they'll try to make this work. We'll see. I hope they just make it work, because I don't know if you're going to get equal value. It's a little hard to explain how important he could be if you use him right. But yeah, so I've been looking checked out. I don't see it as that. I can't blame him. This has to be mentally affecting him. Oh, it's definitely mentally affecting him. I didn't see him as checked out, though. It seems like he's still, like, there for his boys, and he's so close to Keldon. I wouldn't be surprised if they're, like, best friends off the court. Hate Mitch not playing, I'm not gonna lie. It's just kind of like that nagging thing at the back of your head, like, oh my god, bro. I'm trying to mourn him before he's even gone. It's like so stupid. Like, it's so stupid not being able to use him. Oh yeah, he's great friends with Castle too, because they're TikTok. I remember that. And they jumped in the ocean and all that stuff. Yeah. Anywho. Big effing dog. Alright, moving on. Okay. So, guys. I want to show you something, okay? Now, I know I emphasize it all the time. I know it's getting repetitive. I know it's getting annoying. But good God almighty, can the San Antonio Spurs please just play through Castle and just play through Fox when it comes to them facilitating and initiating the offense? Can we really stop playing through Castle as much as we've done? I love Castle on occasion, it's fine, but they overkilled it, man. You overkilled it, and I don't see what Mitch sees, I guess. And I want to show you something that's just really quick. It's a really simple stat, but I do think it shows a bigger issue. Now, before we take a look at that, big shout out once again to Sleeper. If you guys are interested in daily fantasy sports, go check it out. Link in the description. Use promo. I cannot talk. Use promo code CLAN. You get 100% match up to $100. Go check it out. Link in the description, or you can go to the homepage and you can just keep up what's going on around the NBA as far as stats, play-by-plays, injury reports, all that good stuff. Go check out Sleeper. Link in the description. All right, so let's take a look at some stats. So as I always tell you guys, I think that Steph Castle, he is a great player. He is a great defender. He is more so a connector, if that. He is a, kind of what you would call a heliocentric guard. He can do a lot of different things, and on occasion he can run your offense. But the Spurs have been treating him as if he is like Steve Nash sometimes, and it's very infuriating. I'll just be honest with you, because oftentimes the offense kind of stalls, right? And when you see when you see Dylan Harper run the offense, the ball has energy behind it. Defenses are constantly moving. You're keeping them on the edge of their seat because every single time that he gets the ball in his hands, he can get past you like that in an instant. So he's a lot to deal with. He's just a little bit more talented offensively. It's the same thing with Fox, but I think Dylan Harper is a far superior passer. Just natural talented passer. Ugh. I did passer and castle in the same word. I'm sorry, I'm very sleepy tonight. But he's a better passer than De'Aaron Fox. But with that being said, I wanted to show you the shot dashboard to show you what I'm talking about, because Steph Castle is just much better when the ball is out of his hands. So we can look at his percentages here, and one thing, I guess we'll start with catch and shoot shots, which I'll admit, I think for him and Dylan Harper, they're pretty low, but we kind of expected that with them coming into the NBA anyways. But catch and shooting, 32% from three. Not great, not good, and then pull up 19%. Not really that shocked by it. I would assume that a lot of his pull-ups are late, shot clock. Like, you're about to get a shot clock violation. Like, he doesn't typically just like pull up a ton. So I'm not even gonna hate on him there. Now, this is what's very telling. Now, I'm gonna show you this, and then I'm gonna show you Dylan Harper's. So if you look here and you look at the percentages from Steph Castle when he takes one dribble, he's shooting nearly 60%. 0 dribbles, 46%. So 46 and 60% one dribble. And then you can see here 2 dribbles, 40%, 3 to 6 dribbles, 43%, and then 7+ dribbles, 45 or 45, 46%. And you can see his 3-point percentages as well. So 0 dribbles, 32%, 1 dribble, 30%, 2 dribbles, 16.7%, 3 to 6 dribbles is 8% from 3, and then 25% with 7 plus dribbles. So pretty bad, but I think that this kind of shows that he is much better as a off-ball player. Like, you're catching him, he takes that one dribble, gets to the basket, he's very efficient, like very efficient. Now, if you go over and you look at Dylan Harper's numbers for the same stats, now he doesn't take a lot of threes, so we won't even look at those right now, because you can see like 0 dribble 28% or nearly 29%, and then it's just 0, but you can see 3-point attempts 0.2, like he doesn't take them. But if you look at his percentages, it's the complete opposite. It's completely flipped from what you see from Steph Castle. So you can see 0 dribble 35% horrible, right? But I mean, who's really finding them? It's probably some pretty tough shots. 1 dribble 33%, but then when you get to 2 dribbles and you get to 3 to 6 dribbles, he's shooting over 50%, nearly 55%. Like, actually just at 55% when he has 2 dribbles, 3 to 6 dribbles, nearly 54%. So like I said, completely flipped. Whereas Steph Castle is much better when he's just taking 1 dribble, and that's more than likely guys just finding them, right? And then Dylan Harper is much better when he can dribble a little bit more and create for himself. So in that regard, I don't quite understand for the life of me why the Spurs don't just lean more into Dylan Harper just running the show. He's going to make mistakes. He's going to be bad. He's going to be terrible sometimes. But man, oh man, can we please just stop? Just stop and allow him to run it. Yes, stop treating him like he's a rookie sometimes. Like, just let it go, man. Just let it go and let him do the thing and tell Castle, hey, you should be in the corner way more often than Dylan Harper should be. But yeah, so I hope this isn't interpreted as me hating on Castle. I'm not, I promise. I love Castle. It's just been a theme this entire season of kind of miscasting certain guys. Not everybody, not everyone's miscast. Like Keldon Johnson, he is not miscast by any stretch of the imagination. He is perfect. Cornette, perfect, but those are guys, I think, and this is kind of what makes it a little frustrating. I think those are guys with more simpler games, so it might be a little easier to define what their role is. Whereas, some of these other guys like Dylan Harper, he has a little bit more in his arsenal, so it's kind of hard to pinpoint what you want to do with him, right? Same thing with Castle. Like I said, he has so many different things he can do, so it's like, how do we use them? But honestly, if they just flip offensively, if they flip the roles between Castle and Harper, I think we're a much more efficient offense. Like, I think we're a way better offense, in my opinion. But yeah, I hope that makes sense. That's my take on it. Anyways, if I'm off, I'm off. But yeah, I don't understand why why this keeps happening. But yeah. Dillon role is fine. Why change it? Just put him in the fourth quarter. Okay, this is the second time you've said something that was just like random. Like earlier you got onto me about, I don't even know what you were upset about. You said don't point fingers, and now you're saying that Dillon, everything's perfect and everything's great. Okay, if you feel that way, that's fine, man. If you feel that way, that's fine. Oop, I didn't mean to hit that. I hit the wrong thing. If you feel that way, that's fine. But let me show you something. I mean, I keep bringing it up, but some people don't really listen, and that's okay. All right, let me show you something. Unfortunately, I have to go to my account because I can't freaking do it right. All right, here, man. I don't know if this changed your mind. But anybody that thinks the way he thinks and just thinks everything's perfect and everything's dandy and everything's great, take a look at this so you can see the Spurs percentile when certain guys are running the show. When Fox and Castle are on the court together, we're mid-team offensively. So we're in the 47th percentile. And you know, if you've been watching the games, Castle is holding on to the ball. When Fox is solo, we're 96th percentile. When Castle is solo, 45th percentile once again. So we're a mid-team offensively. When Harper actually has the ball and running the show, and he's out there solo, 98th percentile. Okay? All right. And I think it's kind of, I'm blocking it right here. Let's see. Okay, yeah. And when Harper is out there with Castle, 13th percentile. So that's once again Castle's running the show. So when it's just Harper running the show, 98th percentile. When Harper is out there with Castle, 13th percentile. So come on. Like, let's be real. Okay? Let's be so for real. Yes, you should change his role. Just because something's working right now and you're getting some regular season wins, I'm happy for it. I'm cool with it, but I think you can do both. I think you can get some regular season wins, also have players ready and not miscast by the time we get to the playoffs, because we're just overall a better team. So yeah. C-Biz, you got to be trolling. What do you say? Castle is meh. Meh? Castle is meh. Sohan better? He got to be trolling. Yeah, you're trolling. Sohan hasn't played. What bothers me the most is when people confidently say like negative things about Sohan, like, oh, he hasn't developed, he hasn't done this, he's not working hard enough. You haven't even seen him this season. Like, let's be so real. I wouldn't do that with any player that I haven't seen. Anywho. All right. So, y'all want to see something crazy? See something crazy. Today, Monday. Okay. All right, I was trying to do some math in my head. All right, let's see here. Where is it? If I were to ask for Megan Thee Stallion if she would collab with me, think I really got a shot at her feet. I don't know, but I'm glad to be back. Like, abracadabra. For my last trick, about to reach in my back, bro. All right. All right, chat. All right, chat. We got a hater. Hater alert. Hater alert. Hater alert. As you guys know, Dillon Brooks always has something to say about Wembanyama, and recently he went on, I actually didn't know what this person's name is, but Neon stream, I guess it's a big Twitch streamer, and he has some things to say about our boy Wemby, okay? He's just telling it how it is, you know? He's just being honest. He's just letting y'all know the game, you know what I mean? So before that, real quick, shout out to Sleeper. If you guys are interested in daily fantasy sports, go check it out. Link in the description. Use promo code CLAN and get 100% match up to $100. Go check it out. Link in the description. All right. So let me go ahead and take a look at what Dillon Brooks had to say about Wembanyama. So, you know, just if you guys don't know, just so you guys know, Wembanyama is an all-star starter. Okay? He's an all-star starter. Dillon Brooks is not an all-star starter. I just want y'all to know that. So just so you know that there's levels to this, okay? Just so you know there's levels to this. Hold on, let me turn on my desktop audio. All right, let's listen to what Dillon Brooks has to say. Break it down to us.
Oh yeah, how is it like guarding?
Is that too loud? No, that's fine.
Wembanyama, bro.
Wembanyama.
Wembanyama, bro.
I have his number. Go check that up.
Seriously?
Yeah, and he know it too. I have his number. That's the one guy in the NBA I have his number. And everyone,
He's 7'7".
everybody now is taking that blueprint of guarding him.
Wait, what do you do can you put me on the sauce?
So you never guard him with a big.
Okay.
Or else you'll see like at the beginning of the year how he's just gonna torch, like he torched Dallas up, torch Anthony Davis, all of them. You gotta put like a guard on him. You gotta crawl up all up in his space, like guard him like tight the whole time and not let him like set up dribbles.
Okay.
And then like keep him away from the rim. Or else he's gonna come like 2K, you got a 7'6" guy.
And just fucking throws that bitch in there.
Yeah.
So when you apply pressure, he panics.
Panics. Panics.
Damn. You just gave the sauce out to the fucking NBA, dude. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I could not stand. You guys can say that that's how I am. I don't know. I don't care. I cannot stand Glazers, bro. Oh my God. Like this, I don't know. I never seen this person's streams. I don't know. You know, a lot of times these streamers end up being kind of the horrible people. So I don't want to just make the assumption he's horrible or whatever, but like, I'll make the assumption here that he has no idea about anything. Like what? Why is that a shock? Okay, so first and foremost, I'm not mad about this at all, because one reason I'm not mad is because it's Dillon Brooks. Okay, so Dillon Brooks talks a lot of trash. I actually love this. I actually love the fact that Dillon Brooks is talking so much trash about Wemby, basically, and saying, hey, this is how you stop him. You know, he panics. You know, you just got to put pressure on him. He panics. I love that because, number one, it's a little true. I'm sorry, guys. I know, Spurs fan, obviously, Wemby, my favorite player. I love him. It's a little true, right? And that's a big reason why Wemby gained so much muscle, right? Gained so much weight over the offseason, and he's prepared for this. So when he's went against a lot of teams, they haven't been able to do it. One team in particular I think of is the Thunder. Now, the last game they were able to do it because the Spurs didn't really bring the punch back. But prior to that, those 3 wins they had against Thunder, they tried, they couldn't do it. And I think the Spurs were very much so locked in, and Wemby was ready for that level of physicality. Now, him saying that he has Wemby's number is not necessarily wrong either. Like, we have been struggling against Dillon Brooks teams when Wemby, you know, have to go against him. So he's a little correct, but at the same time, I love this because the Spurs have a plethora of teams going at their crown at this point. Now that you're the second overall team in the West and teams have figured you out, everyone knows what you do. The scouting report is very good on you, and you're kind of seeing how teams are utilizing these things. Like the 2 things that I've seen that teams are starting to do is they are amping up their ball movement to the point where they have Wemby moving all over the court. So they're trying to wear him down, get him tired, and then they get physical with him all game in hopes that, you know, he has no gas by the time you get to the 4th quarter, which that's kind of what we've seen, is that by the 4th quarter, sometimes he looks a little worn out, right? But with that being said, I think that more recently, the Spurs have been handling it quite well. But yeah, I mean, there's so much focus on Wemby in so many ways in which they try to slow him down. That's kind of all you can do is get physical with him. But this also just means that the Spurs need to wake up, right? Like, teams don't like you. They're going to go after you. You get so much praise. Every single time Wemby is posted anywhere, it's glaze. No one talks bad about Wemby. Everyone loves Wemby. Everyone knows that he's going to be the face of the NBA. As soon as LeBron walks out, I mean, it's all Wemby. So they want to go at him and show you that he's not as good as they say he is, right? So stuff like this is really good for the NBA. It's really good for Wemby. It's really good for us. And, you know, now as far as his ego trip and saying that teams figured it out because he laid the blueprint, I don't know about all that. I don't know about all that. I mean, I would say that he was a piece of a bigger puzzle, but it was a multitude of teams that kind of did it. One team I can think of in particular was OKC. Like, it seemed like once we played OKC, a lot of teams started doing that. But overall, this is good. So Dillon Brooks is talking trash. Wemby, I'm sure he heard it, or he's going to hear it. He'll be ready to play him again in the future. Now, I will say this, and you guys can call me a coward. It's fine. There's 2 teams I don't want to see first round. Just first round. It's not that I'm scared of them. I don't want to see them in the playoffs at all. Just first round with this new team that we have, this young team that we have, figuring things out. I do not want to see the Suns, and I do not want to see the Wolves. Those are 2 coward. Those are 2 teams I do not want to see right now. Bring it on. I just don't want to see them first round. I'm with you. Bring it on. I'm with you. I just don't want to see them first round. That's it. Just not first round. I need us to get a little bit. If the Spurs had already had a playoff year under our belt, I would be comfortable. I'd be like, yeah, we take them or whatever. But I'm not quite sure, because it'll be a long series, I think. And with the Spurs, I haven't been like super confident with how quickly or how slowly really that we actually make adjustments. I mean, there's certain adjustments that we've been making now, it's like this could have been made a couple months ago. But in a playoff series, you got to make them like that day. So I just think that our coaching staff, our players, not to say we need a round where we can take a load off and chill out, but we need some competition that's very obvious that the Spurs just going to take it. But those are 2 teams with dogs that just makes it so difficult on us figuring things out. Yeah, Lakers will be okay, right? Hold on, let's take a look. Hold on. We'll take a look. We'll say NBA standings or whatever. I'll tell you. I agree with the chatter. Lakers are fine. So like Lakers, I know the Warriors took us, but I don't mind the Warriors. I think we are so significantly better than them, and I think we're way better now than we were when we first played them. I don't mind the Clippers, obviously. Obviously the Trailblazers, if somehow, some way they make it. But Warriors, Clippers, Lakers, Rockets, those are some teams right off the bat I'm okay with first round. I just don't want to see these 2, but it probably will happen. It's a decent shot that will happen. So let's just wait and see. But teams down here are going to be fighting really hard because they do not want to play in a play-in. Like, they just want to be set in stone. We're in the playoffs, so they're going to play pretty hard. So yeah, give us the Clippers. Yeah, just give us someone. It's going to be a challenge regardless of who you play, but just let us get just those few games, like 5-6 games under our belt in the playoffs, reach that level of intensity. By the time we go against the Timberwolves or the Suns or something like that, we'll be ready, Well, Rockets play pretty physical too, but I just how far off you can play on Amin Thompson. I think Wemby finally has Şengün's number for sure. I'm just not that worried about them, even though they're physical. I'm not trying to play Kawhi in the playoffs. That would actually be awesome if you really think about it. Playing Kawhi in the playoffs is actually awesome. Yeah. So, anywho, this is really good. I know some people probably expect me to be like upset. I'm not upset. I think it's great that Dillon Brooks is talking trash, and I think there's a lot of truth to what he said, to be honest. So yeah, take it. Kawhi hasn't been doing good recently. Said nah. Kawhi plays 2 games and then misses the rest of the series. Maybe. I would want Kawhi the entire series though. Like, bring it on. That would be fun. That'd be a lot of fun. Man, we're gonna be back in the playoffs, y'all. Man, it just hit me. How long has it been? How long has it been? 6 years? When was the last time we were in the playoffs? Good God. This has been a long time. Huh. That's going to be fun, bro. I think 8 years? Oh, my goodness. No, it's been 8 years because it's 20. Oh, wait. No, I think you're right. I'm bad with math. Wow. Since 2019. Yeah. Yeah, crazy. I think, let me go ahead and throw this out there. I think I am going to be going live during the playoff games. I think we're going to do that. I think I'll do some watch parties. That might be cool. At least, I don't know. We'll see. At least for the first one. I definitely want to do it for the first one. See how many people we get in here. Anywho. It's going to be the funniest playoffs in a minute. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be very competitive. Timberwolves were number 3. They were 3rd in the West in 2018, 2019. Who was on that team? Oh, Dame. All right, hold on here. Rockets gonna struggle in the playoffs. I'm not worried about the Rockets. There are Suns for a reason, okay? I'm not worried about them. All right, give me a second. Spurs play on Wednesday, right? Since we play on Wednesday, let me see. Or should we just go to Spurs? Do we have what we got? Abracadabra. Oh, heck yeah. Perfect. 2 people I want to listen to. We got Mitch Johnson, we got Dylan Harper. Literally the 2 people I want to listen to. Who should we start with, chat? Should we start with Mitch Johnson or should we start with Dylan Harper? I don't know what we're going to do. I'm going to let you guys decide. Leave in the comments who we're going to start with. While you're doing that, Ad Read. Big shout out to Sleeper. If you guys are interested in daily fantasy sports, go check it out. Link in the description. Just use promo code CLAN and you get a 100% match up to $100. It's really simple. You just go over to the middle section that says picks. Did my camera just freeze? You go to the middle section that says picks and you just make your picks for the day. It's super simple, super easy. And yeah, it's pretty fun. But with the live scores around the league, any injury updates, injury reports, stats, all that good stuff. So you can go check it out. Link in the description. All right, I saw the comments and said Mitch. All right, you want to start with the all-star coach? All right. If you guys weren't here for the other segment, just know that I was very proud of our team and I thought Mitch Johnson made some great adjustments. Now, what worries me is the major adjustment he made was it was ran through Dylan Harper almost completely. Like, it was Dylan Harper's team. It felt like a big chunk of it. And Castle was gone. So was it just because Castle was gone? But also, he did do it the game before as well against Charlotte. I mean, we lost that game, but I was happy that we made that adjustment. So hopefully it holds, but I should just give him credit now. Okay, that was good.
We made it. No.
You going live for the deadline? When is the deadline? That might be a really good stream to do. I don't know. I might be at work. People think this is my full-time job. It is not.
That was good. It was.
I do it for the love of the game.
Yeah. Planes, trains, and automobiles a little bit. Had a little of the COVID PTSD just with the uncertainty. But it was good. We got back to the hotel last night and got some sleep and stuff. So, yeah, some good quality time. Reminded me a little bit of the G League days. Had those long travel days and bust out some cards or tell some jokes and stuff.
I don't know, man. He talking so smooth. It's like he's talking about his girl. Like, I don't know. Does it not sound like that? Or am I just tripping? Am I just really sleepy tonight?
It was good. We got back to the hotel last night and got some sleep and stuff. So, yeah, some good quality time. Reminded me a little bit of the G League.
Y'all did what?
It was good. We got back to the hotel last night.
Coach, we asked you about the game.
Yeah, some good quality time.
Coach.
Had those long travel days.
Coach.
Bust out some cards or tell some jokes and stuff.
Oh, my goodness. Coach.
Did the player get to go home, or did they jump them straight to the stadium?
No, I don't think the guys. I came straight here. I
Coach!
went the wrong direction, so I think most of the guys probably.
Come on,
I'm not
Coach.
sure what they did, but they had a little bit of time. Yeah.
Let's talk about Dylan Harper.
Decisions on the questionable guys tonight.
Who are you referring to? I'm sorry. Victor is going to go through pregame, and obviously we'll go from there. And Steph's out. Adductor.
Oh, this is before the game. Am I tripping? Why are we looking at the one before the game? Hold on. This is before the game, guys. Oh, no wonder he was talking about his wife. All right, hold on. Here we go. Y'all tripping, man. Oh my goodness, y'all had me watching that. That was before the game.
Is your new routine going to be to sit on a plane for 8 hours cruise?
Heck of a response by those guys, and they've proven that quite a bit this year. And that's why we have the pit in the stomach and the fire in the belly and the hole in the heart at times, because when we don't play to that standard and what they've shown they're capable of, it's maddening. And that's the forever-ending battle that we will win. But very pleased with the effort and the response and the tone set by quite a few guys. And the defense in the second half was nails.
Yeah, I mean,
It was great. Yeah, it was actually phenomenal.
in the second half, you guys held them to 42 after giving up 40 in the second quarter. Were there any adjustments at halftime on your end, or was it, just sort of a locking in thing?
Yeah, I think it was probably more challenge and yelling and some explicit words, because there was just too much, 13 second chance points in the second quarter, 2 for the rest of the game. Transition defensive breakdowns off of makes. Just guys getting.
Man, the Spurs just keep flipping what quarter they want to be awful in. Like last season, it was always the third quarter, and now it's like the last few games, it's been the second quarters. We're a strange team.
To their strong hand straight line drive. Just enough stuff that added up that, again,
I'd rather be the second quarter than the third quarter, though.
Discipline or lack thereof, it's really hard to beat any teams and good teams, and we saw that. Obviously, again, in Charlotte when we lost one quarter and lost the game, and we didn't want that to happen again, and I thought the response was A+ by the group.
They did great.
Stuff, it seems like the kind of game where it would have been easy to sort of write it off and say, oh, well, all of that stuff happened. You can explain away some of the lackadaisical things. How did you treat that? You mentioned sort of getting on your guys, right?
Yeah, honestly, I know it's a story, and it was a disruption to our regular scheduled programming, but I expected us to respond tonight. Like I said, we've shown that this year. Victor had 5 block shots, some really strong catches. Set a tone early driving the ball. He also had 4 steals. I thought Fox was phenomenal in the first 4 minutes of each each half, pushing the.
Wemby had 4 steals today? Nah, I won't check it. I believe him.
Pace, he was tired, which again, that means he's guarding his ass off and pushing the ball offensively. Keldon 10 rebounds, Julian 8 rebounds. Dillon was great with his pace. I mean, everybody, Carter, everybody tonight. Devin got into the play, had a great physical box out when Victor got the rebound. We were up 13 at the end of the game on Banchero. we've shown that we can respond. Our challenge is now to raise our floor, and it's a privilege to coach those guys, because as a coach, when you're competitive, that's what you're looking for.
Raise our ceiling a little bit. So please. I think some tweaks here can do that. Maybe shake up the starting lineup. Okay, maybe change that a little bit. But play through Dylan Harper a little bit more and allow him to make some mistakes. And I think that while early on it's going to be a little frustrating, maybe it won't be frustrating at all. Maybe he's had enough minutes now where it won't be frustrating, but I'm going to assume it's going to be a little frustrating. But good God almighty, will it be so much better by the end of this thing, because he is a point guard. He runs the show. He is the real deal. Let him run it. I think that would definitely optimize how good we are. Yeah. Fingers crossed for Murphy. Trey Murphy? Keep your fingers crossed, I guess. I don't think that'll happen, but that would be crazy.
Growth isn't always linear or in a straight line, but when you see plays like Dillon creating dunks for Carter and two rookies kind of coming together like that, does that excite you in terms of their potential and what they can do?
100%. Those guys have grown tremendously, and it's kind of, I think used a lot more in probably high school or college, but, they're not freshmen or rookies anymore. We're 50 games in. They've had enough. And I know Carter hasn't as many minutes, but we're starting to look for them to show some growth and make less repeatable mistakes. And it's a delicate balance, probably especially on my part of, I want to be on there, and have a foot up there, but also put an arm around them, and that can be delicate with young people, because you don't want to take away their confidence, their creativity, and their aggressiveness, but we need them to make winning plays and have
It's hard for me to buy everything that he's saying, especially when, trying to have this balancing act, how long will the leash be and all. It's I hear you, bro, but Steph Castle's leash is very long. It's ridiculously long. Talking about repeated mistakes. Are we for real? There was a lot of repeated mistakes. There's been a lot of repeated mistakes. It's not his. I don't even think it's his fault. I just think he's put in the wrong position. But I don't know.
The same discipline and level of execution as everybody else.
That's my coach. Yeah. That whole I have the privilege of coaching these guys. Yeah, that was very Popovich.
Because we don't get margin of error or any reprieve for them being rookies, and I think they're doing a phenomenal job, and I appreciate them for allowing me to coach them as hard as I do, because as they tell you when you're a kid, when they stop yelling at you, that's when you're in trouble. So they've done a great job, and we're going to continue to want more from them.
Did you call that first play of the game, the entire game?
Maybe Carter's going to get more minutes. Maybe Dillon's going to get more minutes. Let's pray. But I don't think in favor for anyone you should decrease the minutes on Dylan Harper. Not for anyone else's benefit. Not at all. If that means that you got to bite into Barnes' minutes, so be it. I don't think you should. Yeah, nobody. Sorry. Nope. Build his confidence the most you can build it, bro, so we can just run over teams. Because another thing that's on our side as well, Spurs haven't necessarily played through Dylan Harper that much, right? And now, you only have 30-some games left, I believe. So you're, after All-Star break, teams aren't going to be able to just adjust right off the bat as far as what type of player he is. We can really take advantage of that now. Give him more minutes. More minutes for KJ? Yeah. Yeah, that's fine.
For Devin, by the way it worked out.
I'm sorry.
First play of the game, did you
Yeah,
call that for
yeah.
Devin?
Decrease Sohan's minutes. Sohan gets way too many minutes.
The offensive play? Yeah.
Is he a guy that tends to find his rhythm that way when you call plays for him and he knows he's going to get the spot?
I think for sure. I think it's also why he's such a unique part of our team. I've said this a few times, but he can be a shooter and a scorer depending on the lineup and the unit we have out there and how the game's going. And I think it's a really valuable kind of swing skill that he has when we have a lot of guys that are kind of primary ball carriers or dominant at times, and then there's times where he's out there with less of that, and so that can change his role. And I think sometimes my job.
Are we talking about Devin Vassell? We're definitely talking about Devin Vassell, right? I think I really wish Devin would choose his spots a little bit more, or a little bit better sometimes. I think we're talking about Devin. I missed the name.
To help him settle in, because the other guys kind of know their role, because it's a little bit maybe more clear or narrow, not good or bad. And I think for him, it's also just
Devin was solid. That is a perfect way to describe Devin this game.
Been out. You know, you got to give him a little grace. He was out for, you know, almost a month, I believe, or something like that. So it's just good to get him back into the fold.
I guess we're still waiting on the Denver score, but your thoughts on possibly being the All-Star coach?
Yeah, I just, you know, I think would be an honor and humbling to be able to be a part of All-Star Weekend with the best players in this league, and the league always does a great job of putting a great weekend on, and you know, it's a example and a reflection of the work that these guys have put in. And again, it's something that I would just be honored and have a privilege to do, and probably a great bonus and memories to make with some of my family and myself and the people that'll be there. And if not, I'll enjoy the break.
You'll have to tone yourself down a little bit, won't you?
Yeah, probably a little different.
Oh, he didn't know. Yeah, that's right. Because I think the Nuggets and Warriors game was going on.
So I don't know. We'll see.
You guys had to win this game tonight to give you a chance. You know, if this is the win that sends you there, you know, how much do you like this particular game as a personification, I guess, of what you guys do?
Yeah, honestly, I won't connect it. I think, and I know at times I can be a little, you know, I don't like to make a big deal out of things. Coaching the All-Star game will be a heck of an experience and opportunity. I don't want to understate that. The game tonight was extremely important because it's one of 82 games, and we are trying to grow, and we are trying to get better, and we are in a competitive Western Conference, and that is what the focus was on tonight. If I am in LA, I'm sure there'll be some more.
AJ don't fit. Let me tell you something, okay? Johnny, let me tell you something. If the San Antonio Spurs got a top pick, I am not concerned with fit. Give me the best player available. Are you joking? We got to make it work.
Moments that maybe hit me, but tonight was about the San Antonio Spurs in game 50, whatever number.
When you're a later lottery pick, I'm with you. Like, okay, let's see what fits or whatever. But like when you're top pick, you don't miss out. Like, just go for it.
It is, and we needed to respond because of how we played in the previous game, and we did that.
Thank you.
All right. That was really good. He seemed really happy. I'm proud of Coach today. I love Mitch today. He did a good job. Money talks. What? All right. So I would ask the chat who you guys want to listen to next, but literally it's just Dylan Harper. So as you guys know, Dylan Harper had a phenomenal game today. He was incredible. Stats, it only showed 5 assists, 6 for 12 from the field. And, you know, if you didn't watch the game, you would have just thought, oh, he had a solid game. No, he was the game. He was very important. He kept the defense moving, kept them honest, made some really smart plays, smart passes. And this is a prime example of why stats do not tell the full story. He was awesome. He brought energy. He brought toughness. He was talking trash. He had a huge 3 in there. Like, he was great. He was absolutely phenomenal. And I think that this should be a massive swing that I've been begging for all season long, to just give him the keys, allow him to run it. He's going to make mistakes. We're going to be scratching our heads. We're going to be rolling our eyes. We're going to be angry. But at the same time, we are going to be so much better by the time we get to the playoffs. So before we take a look at this, big shout out to Sleeper. If you guys are interested in daily fantasy sports, go check it out. What LeBron do? Oh my God, LeBron got up. LeBron got up. Okay, yeah, LeBron actually got up for that. But yeah, go check it out. Link in the description. Go to Sleeper, use promo code CLAN. You get a 100% match up to $100, and use that to play some daily fantasy sports, if you will. But yeah, really good stuff. I gotta hold on. Where's the? Oh, there it is. Oh, thanks for the super chat, Joe. He says, what upgrade do the Spurs need in the starting lineup? Oh gosh, I guess these two questions I could ask you. Are you talking additions to the team, or are you talking what the team is right now? Because in my opinion, if you're talking about what the team is right now, I would put Dylan Harper in that starting lineup just because of how explosive he is and how talented he is and how smart of a player he is, that you can just destroy teams pretty quickly. I mean, even this last game, I mean, we had 40 points in the first quarter, man. That's like 140 offensive, is it offensive rating or is it offensive? I think it's offensive rating. I think that's the right one I'm thinking of. So absolutely incredible. So yeah, I would put him in the starting lineup. Allow Steph to come off the bench and then just stagger them. You know, have Steph come in, maybe take Fox out, and then have them play together or whatever. And even if you finish games, you might finish with Steph, and that's fine. That's what I would. I think that would be a nice upgrade, in my opinion. Just so our offense is, everyone's getting involved really early on and getting things going and putting a lot of pressure on the defense early on. I think that'd be really nice. Now you could question the defense, but at this point, the Spurs aren't necessarily playing all their defenders anyways, as much as they could, and you still have Wemby on the court, so maybe you'll be okay. As far as like additions that the team genuinely needs, the Spurs need a power forward and they need a wing. And they need a talented wing. That is, power forward, maybe not so much, just a decent defender, maybe he can shoot some outside shots here and there, but I think a wing is what the Spurs desperately need, like a defensive, talented, possibly star type of wing. I think would be really huge for us. But yeah, but don't know if that'll happen yet.
It's been a great day. It's been a great day. A little bit of traveling, a little bit of sailing or playing forever. But I mean, I was asking the vets around me, and they're just like, this is what comes with the game. I mean, you get paid to do this job. This is what we're all here to do. So I mean, if we're gonna play hard, and we're gonna play for the fans, and we just gonna bring it together and just pour our energy into it.
Mitch said he kind of got on.
What was it that says something about fans? Was it Michael Jordan? I think Michael Jordan talked about that. Like, hey, I'm coming to play for the fans. Like, you want to go all out? Somebody traveled thousands of miles to see me. Good mindset.
Guys, at halftime, I know a lot of people would sort of lean into the circumstances of the day.
Once Carter develops, he's going to be something in this league. I like Carter Bryant's mindset as well, bro. We were not supposed to get Carter Bryant, mind you. Like, Carter Bryant coming to the Spurs, we got quite lucky because, as you know, in the draft, sometimes when it starts winding down throughout the lottery, teams start choosing based on fit, and he just ended up landing to us because he was by far, in my opinion, like the best available player for several picks. I had him on the big board as the second guy I wanted, but I think even when we went live, I told people like right off the bat, I was like, I'm not expecting to get Carter Bryant. I'm throwing that out the window. I don't think that we'll get him, but I would love it. Crazy that we got him. And his mindset is he thinks he's going to be a top 3 player in the NBA. So, and then he also say he's going to be the best defender in the NBA behind Wemby, which is funny.
What did he get out of you guys at the break?
I mean, just no excuses. I mean, we all knew the circumstances coming into it. I mean, we had a busy day, but going to halftime, it was just cleaning everything up and just being sharp on everything, no matter if that's the offensive side, defensive side, rebounding, just anything. He just encouraged us and just told us, when you go out there, you got to just do your role, do your job, and just expect, and allow your teammates to expect what's needed to be expected from you.
Do you guys know that he needed to get this win to potentially coach the All-Star game?
I ain't know. He ain't say it. I mean, yeah, I mean, congrats to him. I think he's done a great job of bringing us together. I think letting us go, but at the same time holding us accountable from.
It's so funny because we watch them, right? And like between times, like between the Spurs game and the next Spurs game, we're probably kind of bored. Like we're living our lives, we're watching a movie, hanging out with our loved ones, you know, doing something, going to work, and all this boring stuff. Hanging out with loved ones isn't boring. But you know, we're also thinking about the Spurs. Like we're thinking about what's going to happen next and adjustments and all this good stuff. Like you don't really recognize or think about the fact that the San Antonio Spurs are constantly on the move. They got so many games they have to play. They're always on a plane. They're always on a bus. They're always traveling. They're going into a hotel. You know, it's just so much that they're doing. This isn't like a pity party. I mean, you're making so much money, whatever. But I just want to say, like, they don't keep up with a lot of stuff. Nor can they really afford to, right? If our players are on social media a lot, that's probably not a great sign. But, I mean, when they are, they barely post anything. So
the top to the bottom. So, I mean, he definitely deserves it. And, I mean, that's a historic award. So, I mean, congrats to him. But, nah, I didn't know anything about it.
Did you and Bane have anything going back and forth a little bit?
Just basketball. I mean, just friendly chatter. I think he just loves the game. I love the game. And I think just when you get in a hostile environments like this and a game that's going back and forth, I mean, things could be said. But at the end of the day, she's out there playing basketball.
The play you had with Carter, did you see him all along?
Yep.
Were you setting that up, or how, take us through that one?
I mean, in my head, it was just how can I get to the paint and make a play? And, you know, when I got there, the defense collapsed and
he just doesn't panic. And that's, so frustrating, Mitch. Oh, it's so frustrating, Mitch. Just play through him, please. And keep his, and make his leash as long as you gave Castles this season. Like, seriously. We'll be okay. We'll still manage. We'll still win. We'll be okay. Let him make mistakes. Because that play, it looked as if it was a panic, right? But he's literally telling you, no, I saw it the whole time. Like, it was fine the whole time. Whereas with Castle, a drive like that, he would have forced the shot up. I mean, I'm just going to be honest with you guys. He would have forced the shot up. It would have been a turnover or something like that. Like, it would not have been as smooth as that was. It's like Dylan Harper waited just those few seconds more to create a play. You just love to see that, bro.
Carter came right down the middle. I was like, I gotta get him this ball. So, I mean, I got him the ball. He did the rest.
So after the loss yesterday and then everything that went on afterwards, was it nice just to kind of just get back on the court?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's always fun to bounce back. It's fun to, you know, prove yourself again. I mean, yesterday I think we didn't give them the game because they're a great team, but I mean, there's a lot of controllables that I think that we didn't handle. So, I mean, just coming back out here and just trying to set the standard and set the tone.
This is our point guard. This is our future. When we talk about, like, who's going to be the next big three, or he's part of it. Whatever that looks like, he's part of it. You don't let him go. He's going to be 1A, 1B with Wemby. Well, I mean, obviously, Wemby is he's in a whole nother category, but they're going to be together. It's our point guard.
Did you get to go home before you came
Nope.
to the game? You just came straight from there?
Nope, yep. Flight, I came right here. So it's my first time going home.
Are there any amount of defenders that if you saw them in the paint, you wouldn't try layup?
Nah. I mean, like, truth be told, like, when I go one-on-one, I don't see people behind me. I don't got eyes in the back of my head. So, I mean, I'm just going up, and then so behold, there'll be 3-4 people. But I think I've gotten to learn, watch a lot of film, and just know that once I hit the paint, there's going to be about 3-4 people, so just making the right reads.
Do you believe in the rookie wall?
We all know that you do not look behind you. We all know. There's been so many times you've been blocked, my guy. Like, yeah. Jeremy Grant will be a good addition for sure. Yeah, he will be a good addition. I just hate not making it work with Jeremy. Like, I don't know. It's so frustrating. But yeah, that would be a good addition for sure.
Did you felt it at any time this year, or is that a myth? Or
I mean, I don't think it's a rookie wall. Like, obviously, I had a rough stretch from January to about now, but I think yes, but no, because I think the rookie wall, I think anyone in the NBA can hit it. I mean, as a lot of people hit it, I think not just rookies, everyone hits a wall at a certain point. And, you know, being in this league, you hear a lot of people talk about the dog days of the NBA, but I think if you push your mind past that and just focus in detail back on what the main goal.
Grant making what, 18? Is that right, guys? So you have to match it, I think. I don't know. I think he's making 18.
I think that wall is imaginary, and just you guys just keep staying the course.
So what's different for you then now compared to January when you said you?
I mean, just learning the game more. I think taking a step back for myself and just getting in the gym more, getting more reps, and just knowing that whatever I got to do to help this team win, I got to go do that. And I think for some point I wasn't doing that. So just keeping myself accountable.
No, it's way more than that.
Doing a great job.
I said 18. Is it 32? 32, 34? Oh, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's not going to... Well, we have... I wonder how much... Oops, sorry, Mike. I wonder how much room we have left. I would have to look at that because I know we have an open roster spot as well. I don't know. Oh, man. That's pretty rough. That's a pretty rough contract to take on, to be honest with you guys.
And keeping me accountable just, I think, allowed me to rise my level of game up.
You said Kelly and Sohan's like 23 together, and he's making 32. Okay. I think he would be a good addition. Yeah, I think he would be a good addition. I'm not like, I don't want it to happen, but I would embrace. Really good stuff, and you can tell Dylan Harper's just so excited. He's just always excited. You love to see it. All right, so Wemby also spoke, I guess, but I don't care. I'm too sleepy. I got to go to sleep. Nah, we're not. I was about to lie to you and say we'll look at it next time. No, we're not. I'm going to sleep. I'll get with you guys later. I appreciate the love, and but yeah, I'll just get with you later. Okay. Everyone have a good night. We play on Wednesday. I think I have a lot of segments from this live stream, so we'll just upload those in the next few days. But come on, no, please, no, I gotta go to sleep. But yeah, but I will get with you guys later. Everyone have a great night. But yeah, bye. Bye.